Good evening. I am Prajakta and today I will be teaching you how to generate the hardware model for this code using system generator. Now what is the system generator? It is an instrument. It is developed from Xilinx for the usage of the Simulink design environment for FPGA plan. This is used during the designing and testing phases. Now you have tested your functionality of the code using your Xilinx, but in order to test the design, we go for hardware model and it is done using system generator. So this becomes the technical definition. So in simpler words, it is nothing but it acts like a bridge between the software implementation and the hardware implementation. Now you need to follow certain steps in order to do that. The first basic step is in your top model. Now this is the median filter code. In your top model, you have to give an input pin called CE. Now this CE is the clock enable pin. You just have to type CE as your input logic, and then save it. So this is the only one change you need to do in your HDL code. Now you need to go to MATLAB. In the MATLAB, you have to go to this symbol called Simulink, double click on it and it will give you a tab like this. But since I have kept it open, it is faster, but it takes around 2 minutes to open the Simulink library browser. So whatever you see here, see this is black box and what image from file transport, resize, all these are called as block sets. Now what are these block sets? These block sets, within this block set, resize. Now resize is the block, but how does it function? It functions on the basis of the HDL code written behind it. These block sets are written in HDL language, but only the Simulink Xilinx block sets are written in HDL code. There are basically two types of block sets. One is Xilinx block set and one is Simulink block sets. In Xilinx block sets, the code written, the language in which these are coded is the hardware description language, and in the Simulink block sets, I can give you example like, see this is math operation. You can see add, dot product, gain, sign, sum, subtract. These are coded in C programming language. So this is the basic. Now we have around 80 DSP block sets like multiplier, adder, multiplexers, etc. So what you need to do using this block sets, we need to generate a model. Now how to generate it? The first thing is go to file, create new model. You will get a blank page like this. First you need to save this. You need to save this in the same folder as in which you have saved your HDL code. So I have already created one. So this is it. Actually it will be blank first, but to save the time, I have already designed the model for our convenience. So you can see here, this is image from file, color space conversion, resize, transport, video viewer, etc. So these block sets, how does it work is, now you take the image, whichever you want to process. Now that will be in RGB format. We have to convert it into grayscale image. That is conversion from RGB to intensity. So the usage of this block, you will get a pixel, then your image is converted into M cross N matrix. Now, since we have designed our moving window architecture keeping in mind to process 256 cross 256 image, but here we have 810 cross 1440. Okay, we don't want this, so we need to resize the image to what? To 256 cross 256. So hence this block. Okay, then you get here, this is a video viewer. It is connected here in order to obtain the input image that you have just processed, like converted into grayscale, then it has been resized. So you will get your input image here. Okay, the next step you need to do is the transpose. In transpose, it is nothing but changing the rows into columns, okay, and vice versa. Now you need to process each and every pixel. In order to do that, we have to convert this M cross N into set of pixels, like in a one-dimensional image. Now this is two-dimensional. We need to convert it into one-dimensional. That so the block convert 2D to 1D. So here you get 65536 pixels. Now this block only just converts into 1D and it keeps. But for processing, we have to have it in a matrix form. In order to do that, we use frame conversion. In frame conversion, we get 65536 cross 1 as the output. Here the input is not being affected, only it gets converted into M cross N form. Okay, then the unbuffer. From here, there goes each and every pixel value is being processed and it goes to black box. Now here I need to add a black box. So go to this Simulink library browser, type here black box, right click, add to, you do this. Okay, and now you need to add the code which you want to process. So select the path where your code is. My code is on desktop. Okay, now I have my black box ready. Now what we need to do, we have to just connect this. Okay, reset, and you have to do drag and drop technique here. Left mouse click and place wherever you want and just leave it. Okay, drop it. So this is how you need to make these connections, every connections here. Okay, so now your black box contains the code, HDL code that you need to process. Okay, then here you have gateway in, here you have gateway out. Now this acts as boundary, input boundaries to your FPGA board. Okay, you cannot give your values directly to this black box, so you need to give it via gateway in and you need to obtain it via gateway out. So here the reset, okay, so this is the reset which you need to add this constant block. Okay, and here also constant where you want to give the inputs manually. You need to add these constant blocks. Whatever is there in this diagram, like whatever the blocks, name of the blocks are there in the diagram, you can just type the same keywords in the Simulink library browser and you can obtain this. So now at the output side, now whatever conversion we have done here, okay, we need to do the reverse operation, like buffer, now 1D to 2D, transpose, submatrix and video. This is done because now our output should be converted back into image form. That is the reason why we have to do this reverse process. Okay, and you need to add the system generator block. Even this is available in that Simulink library browser. You just have to type system generator and you just have to add it here. Now what happens is, if you don't add this, you will not get the output, because this is the one that links this HDL code and this model. Okay, so if you don't have this, you won't get any output. Now here you need to do certain changes to the blocks. So image from file, double click on that. Okay, you will get the tab like this. Okay, here you need to browse wherever whichever image you want to process. Say OK. Then color space conversion, here you have to select RGB to intensity. Click OK. Resize, here you have to select the number of output rows and columns. Here we have 256 rows, 256. Apply OK. Transpose, there is no change. Convert 2D to 1D, again there is no change. Frame conversion, no change. Unbuffer, initial condition 0. Okay. Then gateway in. Now reset is only 1 bit, that is boolean. It can be either 0 or it can be 1. So you have to click here boolean. Okay. In the constant block, double click and you can give your values whatever it is, 0 or 1. In my case it is 0. So click OK. Now input A. Okay. It is 8-bit input data comes along. So you need to give a type, arithmetic type, which is unsigned, because we are using unsigned input data. Then number of bit 8. We don't have any binary points, so 0. And then OK. Similarly, gateway into, you need to click on fixed point, unsigned, 8 bits, 0 binary points. OK. And here constant, give any value. Now this can be also done by combining the moving window architecture inside the block, inside the block only, where you get only data in and data out as your output, and internally the moving window architecture processes. But I have done it separately, like I have given these 2 extra input bits. You can do it in this way also. So you can give any random values here and you can see how the output also changes. Okay, so then buffer. In buffer you have to write the output buffer size as 365536. Okay, and then reshape, it is number of output rows 256 rows 256, number of output columns 1. Okay, no change here, no change here, and this is your video viewer. Now you need to change the black box parameters also. Double click on this. Okay, it is in inactive mode. You have to make it in the active mode, that is using ISC simulator. This is the simulation mode. Okay, because we are using a Xilinx tool for that. So click apply and OK. Now when you create this black box, there is another tab that is generated in your MATLAB. Okay, here you can see you need to do a certain change here. Okay, see this line, this underscore block dot add file and the path and your final dot vhd. Now this final is my top module, but inside the top module I have used different sub modules. So in order to add all those modules, what you need to do is you need to mention all those sub modules name that you have used. Okay, So DFF, these are the sub blocks that I've used in this main top module. So I need to mention this, then only your black box will process all this, or else it will just process the final and you won't get any output. So in order to process all this, you need to mention their names correctly without any spelling mistakes or anything for that matter. Okay, so save it. Okay, there is another change here. Simulation stop time, you need to write 65536 as we have those many number of pixels. Okay, now I told you to change, I told you to mention your CE, that is clock enable. Why? Because we cannot give external clock here. So that clock enable pin helps to generate the clock automatically. Now here whatever we have written as inputs and outputs has appeared on the black box. We said ABC mid, but the clock has not appeared because we have given the clock enable pin, it is generated automatically. Okay, so you need to save this. Okay, and then click run. So this is your input image that is obtained from video viewer, and this is your output image obtained from video viewer 1. You can see video viewer 1, and this is the output. So in this way you have to check your design of your code using this model. You have to create your models like this, and you have to check the designability of your HDL code. Okay, thank you.